I'm so absolutely so excited. Today I'm checking out a new possible house with a new possible studio that just has so much potential that I can't even describe it. You have to see it for yourself. But first, heading over to the studio, and getting to the studio at the moment is a little tricky. Vanessa has a new job and the job is far away, so she needs the car. I don't have a car. It's raining outside, so my only option is quite expensive.
Can't help but take it farther. I'm breathing underwater.
Danke sehr, ciao. 15 bucks. And of course, the second I stepped into the car, it stopped raining, sun is shining, beautiful day. Good morning, Andy.
Hey, morning.
Already working. That's
Sure
good.
thing.
What are you doing?
Picking winners from our raffle.
Oh, perfect. Like a couple of days ago, we like what was it? Excellent Audio, 4 copies of plugins. The winners, Andy will notify them. Congrats. Fully done with working again on that song for Lost Frequencies label. Follow up to Watch Me Burn, which is out, Save the Day, coming out on the 27th this month. No, next month. And working on the third one. It's right now just called Melore. I don't know, I just typed something on my keyboard. It's just like a project kind of title. If anyone has a good suggestion, it's a full instrumental. I'll play it to you in the outro. And I was tweaking the kick today for 3 hours. Like finding the right kick sample, and I actually picked the kick sample that I absolutely love. It's part of my latest sample pack. If you're interested in that, I'll also link it down below. It just really works. I've used it in the past couple of songs and it just works. There is not a whole lot you have to do, but today I tweaked it. I tried to improve the one that I already love that much, and I think I improved it to a certain extent. And I did stuff that is actually weird, like EQing it really hardcore, which I would never ever do. But since I have this room, I feel way more comfortable to just trust my ears. So I felt like the click, at least for this kind of song, like the meat kind of part of the kick was too loud. But let me just give you a quick demo. So right here, the entire project, what is it? At 50 tracks, I think like 20, 30 more, and it should be all done. Let's zoom in right here. The kick, it's just a sample. I usually use kick 2 to shape my own kicks, but then I bounce them out again to save time. This is one of the bounced kind of kicks that I really love. Let's listen to it without any of the processing. It's a really good kick. Let's listen to it with the bass. It's the same kick I used on my past songs. It's very clicky, it's very up in your face, it really cuts through nicely. But this song right here, since it's an instrumental and I want it to be really dark in the low end and really like bright and cutting in the higher mid kind of frequencies, I wanted the kick to sound different. So I EQ'd it, like, I mean, just look at the EQ. That's something I would never do like back in the days in the old studio. I wasn't just trusting my ears enough because the room was just like not good enough. It changed how I heard and felt about things. Now I feel way more comfortable, so I'm just doing things by listening to them. That's really a very important kind of tip. Like a lot of people do stuff by looking at it. They see other people do it just like in a fine way, and they never really listen to it. That's what I love about analog gear. There's nothing too visual. You can just like not look at it and, for example, like add 10 dB in a certain frequency or remove them. Right here, I removed quite a lot. Let's listen to the before and after. It's way more like, I mean, it sounds like the EQ looks. There's a lot of like 500 to 800 hertz. I just took it away, And usually if you do it with a kick, it cripples it entirely. Right here, I think it actually helps it, at least in the context of this song. Let's maybe add the main elements so you can actually hear everything that is going on in the very first drop. Sounds this way more clean. Let's again listen to the kick with and without the EQ to fully compare it. And listening to it like without EQ, it sounds wrong. It just sounds so wrong. So sometimes you have to use extreme settings to get to the right solution. I hope this helps a little. I advanced quite a lot with that track, especially like these finer details. I did similar things to the bass, to the main lead synthesizer sound. So it was more about like the finer shaping of sounds and mixing, if you want to call it mixing. Added some side chaining. Added reverb and all that good stuff. It sounds really, really nice. The rest is now just finding more elements for the second drop, and also drum elements. I don't like them at all. They just don't flow and groove, so I'll need to spend more time picking samples, the right ones. But that's it. Andy already told me we need to hurry up. We got that appointment in that new possible studio and house. I'm so thrilled and excited. First time, Andy's car, very chill, very relaxed. We got some gear with us, because without gear we're not leaving the studio. So let's go. Half an hour driving, probably, yeah.
Can't help but take it farther. I'm breathing underwater.
We arrived. I can't tell you which city it is. Vanessa's also there. Hi.
Hi.
Because last time I showed you the house, some people found out where it is, how much it costs, and that kind of stuff. I don't want this to happen again, so location is top secret. But I'll share what I can. I don't even know where to start. Like, the house itself is from 1923, so it's old. So it has some issues and problems, but it's huge, high ceilings, a lot of potential, but you have to redo almost everything inside. Then right next to it is another office, possible office kind of space that could be like the office of my studio. And then there is this huge room that you just saw, like this, it's actually like a storage room. It's huge. It's as big as my entire studio right now, and it would be perfect for a recording room and building within it a room within a room kind of studio. There are again some issues because it's old. There's some water in the cellar, not such a big deal. Then there is the bigger issue, and that is like the German bureaucracy kind of stuff, like that storage room. You can't use it to work in it, because in Germany, if you use a room for working in it and people like not living, but like staying in a room, it needs to have like 2 exit emergency ways, and this one just doesn't. So you can store things in there and you can be in there to store them, but you cannot be in there to work. And like sleeping, absolutely, of course not. It's an insurance thing. It's a city law, German thing. So I need to check with the guys that decide this kind of stuff. This will probably take 1 to 3 months. And then I'll know if I'm allowed to build a studio in there. And I will also know what kind of things I have to check and do in that building to be allowed to have a studio in there. It's very, very complicated. It's very annoying. And in the meantime, someone else could buy it. So as much as I love it, I give it like a maybe 20 to 25% chance that it will actually work. And in the meantime, also look for other stuff. The thing is, the houses that are perfect for us are like half an hour plus away from here. And this is my hometown. All of my friends are here, family's here, Vanessa is working here. So we need to stay as close as possible, but this area is very in demand. It's so expensive. Like a house here in the city is 3.5 million. half an hour away, it's just like 1.2 million. So an hour away, you can get it for 600,000-700,000. Annoys me. Like there are so many good properties, but they're too far away, and the ones within the city that are good are like way too expensive. It's annoying. It's really annoying. I just like, everyone tells me just write a hit and you're done with it and you can buy whatever. But it's not that easy. It's not that I'm not trying, but it's just not that easy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Tomorrow back in the studio.